then, Irenaeus, you decapitate the last citizen in town, killing everybody.
Awesome.
There's no one left. You're the last one standing on top of a mountain of bodies.
You are
Victorious.
now D&D Hitler.
All right.
Oh no!
That took a dark turn. Why was that? It wasn't dark already.
It wasn't dark already. Instead, it got worse. Yeah. Welcome everyone back to the Age of Worms. I'm excited for us to start this session today. Luckily, we've got confirmation that one of our other players will be rejoining us next session.
Mhm.
And then we also have a new player joining us next session. So this session is going to be probably more of a side mission. It's still going to have to do with story, but it's not going to be like a progression thing where like, hey, I'm going to send you back to one of the mines or anything. This is going to be something that you'll do within town to keep you guys busy, but actually like have a meaningful impact in the world as well still, because everything you do is going to have an impact in the world in one way or another. Yeah, I guess, is everyone ready to get started then?
I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and get some music going up. Let's see, I need... There it is. Peaceful Trap.
Depending on who you are, all
What
right,
video was
let's.
that?
Some random TikToker. I don't know. I've never seen it before.
There we go. There we go.
This is nice
As
and
we
peaceful
begin-
compared to.
As we begin our story once again, your group started last session with raiding the observatory, trying to find some kind of proof that Filge, the necromancer, is guilty of stealing the corpses of like some people in a farm that is just outside of town, trying to find some way to just prove that he is not a good guy and that he deserves to be arrested. Unfortunately, while rummaging through everything, you found that he currently owns that farm outside of town, as he apparently has recently gotten the deed to it and paid for it. During that time, unfortunately, Till Raven had disappeared. No one knows where she's at, but you know that it was booby-trapped. You left from there, letting the guards know that there wasn't anything you could find, going to Alistan, the, let's say, eccentric wizard, as he agreed to be able to help you decipher those runes that were upon the diadem, if you were able to retrieve some magnetic stones from him from one of the mines. As your group headed into the mine, you delved deep in there. You were able to get a few pounds of this magnetic stone, but then you began to hear chanting. And when you went in, you found that there was a group that matches the description of what Till Raven said she was looking for. And they had seemed to be performing some kind of ritual. Unfortunately, you guys were discovered, but not before Irenaeus was able to retrieve a letter from one of the lockboxes in the commander's room. You were chased out of those caverns, but thanks to Irenaeus' new flight, he was able to carry Jonald out, and you were able to just swoop your way out of the cavern without getting caught, luckily. On your way back, you dropped everything off at Alistan, who allowed you to stay the night. And the following morning is where you guys got a delicious breakfast, and no hijinks of Alistan were taking place whatsoever. You made your way over to Bolivar Smenk's residence, as you knew he had a connection with Filge. You waited there most of the night, hoping that he would show up, and you found him sneaking into his own home. which he did almost shoot you guys, but you made a deal with him as it seemed he was trying to get out of town. You were able to walk him out of town. In exchange, he answered 10 questions that you asked about what the Age of Worms were, what this cult wants, and just other general questions you had about everything going on here. And that is where we end, as it is now the following morning, and you guys are back outside of the Smenk residence. You have pretty much almost learned Elvish at this point, as you guys really dug deep into it and just studied. But now you have a little bit of downtime to waste in town. So it is, and now I leave it to you guys to decide what you would like to do.
I would like to spend at least 2 hours finishing up this Elvish book so that we can have Elvish.
Is that okay
Would
with
like
you?
to do the same thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys, for another 2 hours, you'll practice your Elvish book, and at that point, you will officially each learn the Elvish language.
Okay, I'm gonna annotate that right here on my character sheet.
There you go. That's so funny. You guys now just have extra copies of Elvish for Dummies.
Nice.
We could teach the whole world Elvish.
That's if they can read.
Okay, got it.
So, as you guys are sitting there reading, finishing up your books, you see that your retainers are just kind of sitting around. They seem to just be waiting for orders. They seem a little antsy, like they want to do something.
We get the map.
Yeah, can you ping us where we are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you on the map? Is the map open?
Oh yeah, he's using the actual web browser here. I will start up the activity. I'll do that for you. Roll 20. There you go. There it is. All right, you good now?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and ping it. Focus ping. There we are. Perfect. Okay. So, one of your retainers is going to walk up to you, Irenaeus.
Mm-hmm.
As he just says, "Sir, I can see you're busy, and I'm not trying to be a bother, but is there any sort of training or anything we should be doing while we wait?"
I'm going to need you to learn a very important lesson of being a paladin.
Yes,
And
sir. What is it?
Patience.
Ah. Understood, sir. As he turns around and goes back to the others, and they just sit down, and they just begin to be as patient as they possibly can.
Yeah.
That was a very polite way of telling them, like, "Hey, go away. I'm doing something."
Yep.
You officially finish up your guys' books. You have mastered the Elven language in 2 days. Which shouldn't be feasibly possible, but it absolutely was.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you close your books and finish your reading, you begin to hear screaming in town.
What's that?
What is that?
Sounds like a commotion is going on. You hear what sounds like things being destroyed, wood breaking, and you hear someone yell, "Someone help!"
I run towards the commotion.
Yeah, let's run to the commotion. Where is it on the map here?
The commotion is right over here, in the center of town.
You know, I'm not getting your focus pings.
Oh,
Me
you're not?
either.
Uh-uh.
Let me refresh my roll 20, see if it could be because mine's desynced or something. back. Diamond Lake. There we go. Okay, so let's try this again. Focus, ping. Did it
There
work
you
that
go.
time?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep, so it's right there in the middle of town.
Okay. Well, the retainers can just follow along.
They seem pretty happy, like they're ready for some action.
Good.
Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and add in a townsfolk here for you. There
Can
we
y'all
go.
hear me chewing, by the way?
I can't hear
No.
you chewing now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you should be closer to your mic. That way we can hear it.
Yeah.
As you run into town, you see that there's a woman laying on the ground. It seems like she was very recently knocked over, and she's laying next to a broken cart that looked like it had a bunch of goods on it that have now just spilled all over the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to her, and is she conscious?
She is. But she seems to be struggling to try to get herself to stand back up.
Okay, then let me. I'm gonna just help her to stand up, and I'm gonna ask what happened to you.
As she begins to stand up with your help, she goes, she says, I was robbed. Just those fiends. My leg. You look down and you can see that there's a deep gash in her leg.
Okay.
Says, they came up on me. They didn't say anything. I thought maybe they were just wanting to buy something from my cart. But one of them slashed at my leg as the other broke my cart and threw everything to the ground. Then they just ran off. They didn't even take anything. It's like they were here just to destroy it.
That's so strange.
What do they look like, ma'am?
'Cause I couldn't really tell. They were wearing cloaks, but they just seemed so scrawny. And it seemed like they rattled when they walked.
I look to Jonald and I ask him, how do you feel about beating up a few scrawny people?
As long as they deserve it.
Where did they run to, and in what direction did they go, ma'am?
She says, hold on. I gotta figure out what that place is real quick. Yeah. She says, it looked like they started heading towards the observatory.
Ah. Deja vu. Alright, well, we'll find him. Are you going to be okay on your own, or are you going to need some medical attention?
She says, I should be fine. I'm sure nothing that the church can't take care of. She points over right behind you. As you can see the church of Saint Cuthbert. Says, I'm sure one of their clerics would be able to tend to my wound.
Okay. Well,
Do you have any healing spells on you?
Are you talking to
not
me?
Donald, Iranius.
I do not, unfortunately.
Also, it's Irenaeus. Jonald. Or should I call you Johaneld?
Yeah, right.
John Elden Ring.
Yep.
But she thanks you for helping her. She says, please, at least let me, pay you for coming to my assistance.
Alright,
Should we get-
necessary, ma'am.
We require
Are you
no payment.
Well, I guess chivalry isn't dead.
And at that comment, I kind of stand up just a tad bit straighter, and I said,
Yeah.
"It is not, my lady."
She hobbles over to the church, and she goes in to ask for a cleric for healing.
Mhm.
You guys have a lead.
All right.
There's apparently a couple of scrawny people that are heading up towards the observatory who just basically attacked this woman for no reason.
Is that to the north?
That is to the north.
Okay. Are you ready to leave, Donald?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I'm just gonna motion to the retainers, and I just sort of snap my fingers. I said, "We leave now."
They're like, finally, as they begin to follow you guys.
Hey, if these
They're,
guys,
like, so
let me tell you something. If these guys want some action, I'll give them some action. But D&D rules prevent me from doing as much.
I
so,
know.
okay. All right.
There's only so much you could do with them. I'm surprised it's not like at later levels they can like join you in combat.
Mhm.
I'm actually surprised by that.
I might actually just send them into combat anyways and see what happens. Just
I
like
think they would
Breaker
get
might.
wiped. I think they might get wiped.
maybe.
They're like, we're ready for this, sir, and then they
think that
just
would-
die.
You
Yep.
think that would make you an Oathbreaker?
No.
I didn't make this oath, so no.
Yeah, I don't think it would make him an Oathbreaker at all. He's just using his tools at his disposal.
Yep. And speaking of which, I need to check my oath to make sure I don't break it. But in the meantime, we gotta go. So, should we move our tokens to the north, or you want to do that for us?
Yeah, no, you absolutely can. You can move them as far as you want to north. Say, because you have control of all your retainers as well, if you would like.
Well, okay. Get over
I can
here.
move them if you want me to.
Would you mind moving them? Because there's 3 of them.
Not at all.
Okay.
Hey, if you need to move like a bunch at once, if you just hold left click and drag, you'll be able to highlight all of it and move it all at once.
Okay. Here, let's do that. Where'd they go?
I moved them up to you.
Uh, they're not with me now, so.
Oh, they're gone.
Yep. Whatever would I do without my retainers that just kiss up to me all day?
We'll take it.
I think I'm getting lost. Am I lost? Where am I?
You are. You're going the wrong way.
Okay.
It's over that way. It's over the left. Irenaeus begins to go to the wrong way. Donald, you can see the observatory, and Irenaeus is like, "Let's go."
Oh.
Beginning to head back to Doorstone Mine.
Okay.
Observatory's this way.
I found it. Okay.
There we go. I'll move these guys over here for you.
Hey.
As you begin to approach back up to the old observatory, you see that the skeletons aren't there anymore. But
Mhm.
the guards are still around the observatory. You can see guards actually going in and out of the building as they seem to be investigating something. The guard captain looks at you and goes, "Oh, you lot are back."
Nice to see you too.
He says, "So what can I do for each one of you?"
Did you happen to see a handful of scrawny cloaked people run this way?
Nothing came up this way. But I know those skeletons ran off not too long ago and we didn't know where they went.
Well,
Is there a
that's-
chance that the scrawny people you're looking for are those skeletons?
Probably, now that I think about it.
I know when I saw them, they were heading back into town.
Just as a
But
note,
that was a while ago.
the woman did say they headed to the observatory, right?
Yeah.
She did. She said it looked like they were starting to head toward the observatory. So either they're lying or
Yeah, yeah.
they headed this way, but they didn't go to the observatory.
So, do you mind if I just, take a look around?
He says, "By all means, you can look around, but I'm gonna have to keep you out of the observatory, unfortunately."
Yeah, I noticed you guys are going around in there. Y'all don't seem like the kind of people who would be frequent an observatory. What are you doing in there?
We're investigating the disappearance of a woman. I believe you know her. She was a part of your party, correct?
Oh, yes.
You said she disappeared into thin air after being struck by lightning.
Something like that. Yep.
So we're just investigating the claims.
Well,
We
then,
do have to say, we found quite a few magical booby traps in there. Perhaps you would be able to answer for that?
not at all. I am not a magic user, nor is my comrade here.
You look over, Donald's not there anymore. He's wandered off. He's, he went over to some, like you can see another area over there that he seems to be investigating.
Yeah, I just noticed that I'm standing here talking to myself. Retainers notwithstanding.
Donald seems to be looking at some sort of abandoned mine.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just bid the guard adieu for the moment, and I'll join him and see what he sees. What's going on over here?
Oh no. Seems like they ran towards the observatory, but what if they didn't actually go to the observatory? Maybe they made some
Gotcha.
stops.
Donald, why don't you go ahead and make me an investigation check?
That's a 6.
Unfortunately, with a 6, you don't really seem to find anything that could point to that.
Okay. Could I have a reason to investigate here as well? I mean, it was.
Yeah, I mean, what Donald said seems reasonable.
All right, let's take a look here. That'll be a 14.
With a 14, you can see small tracks across the dirt-laid path. And this abandoned mine, it seems that one of the boards that was boarding it up has been removed quite recently. As the wood that lays there definitely hasn't been there very long. You can see the stains from where it was sitting, being boarded up against this entrance.
Let's see. So you say a board was removed.
Mm-hmm.
Would that lead me to believe that? Could it be possible that a board was removed and then someone snuck inside?
I believe so.
Okay. How wide is the opening?
It's wide enough for one person to crawl into.
What if we removed more boards?
If you removed more boards, then you'd be able to just walk in.
Feeling
Pull
like
out my
smashing?
crowbar.
What?
I pull out my crowbar.
I thought you just punch it, but whatever.
I want to pry the boards off.
He's like, I'm not a psycho. I'm not gonna just punch wood.
It's like my hand still hurt from the last time I punched the door.
That's fair. I forgot about that.
Mm.
There we go. All right, Donald, give me a strength check.
Oh, 24, natural 20.
Good job. Yeah, so with ease, you pry off each one of the boards that's being held in with these rusty nails. And you just feel them very easily slide out. As you can tell that the wood that surrounds the frame is water rotted. So it just
They just
doesn't seem
break
very
right off.
stable. So with this, you would also know that you can go in here, but you feel like you probably shouldn't be in there very long because you don't know if that entrance will collapse.
What do you think? What should we do?
Say we go in for a little bit.
Okay.
Just be very careful.
So we're running the risk of being caved in?
If something were to basically knock against those entrances, because they seem very easily like destroyable,
Okay.
then yes. But if you guys leave it alone, you should be fine.
All right. Well, I'd like to see what's inside this mine.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Let's go.
Okay. You begin to head into the mine. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead.
Is this
Alright.
Theater of the Mine?
No, I'm gonna actually reuse a map that we used earlier.
He just did a dad joke.
I know
Fear
it
of
was
the
good.
mine.
It was good. It was a good dad joke too. I just don't want to admit it.
Okay.
You're a dad, you have to laugh.
Says who?
The dad joke, FBI.
Hey, do you know when?
Dad joke.
Do you know when a joke actually becomes a dad joke?
What's that?
When's that?
When the punchline becomes apparent.
That's good.
Dang it. I walked right into that one. I actually didn't see that coming. I walked right into that one.
Me too.
There we go. I'm just throwing in a few things over here.
I'm gonna go grab a water bottle real quick.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
You know what? I'll be right back.
Sure. No, while I'm getting a few things set up, you guys are good. Do, do. Welcome back.
All right.
Now we're just waiting on Johnald.
I'm here.
He's there.
You're here already? I actually didn't see you come back. My bad. Let me go ahead, add him. As you all begin to walk into the mine, you begin to hear what sounds like voices echoing through the cavern. The voices are carrying through the small corridor where you guys are traveling. It's a little hard to make out, but you hear something about someone saying, "We're gonna be rich in no time."
So it's in common.
It is in common. I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys over here now.
Wait, are we supposed to see the cave?
I'm moving you to it right now. We're reusing a little cave we've used before. There we go. So then, as you begin to approach... Oh, you just walk right in, Johnald?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just without warning, you just walk right into this group talking, and they look over to you.
Nice.
I just open my arms like I just start speaking Elvish, and I don't even. I'm just like, what are y'all doing here in Elvish? And I act all friendly, like, hello, friends, you know.
I'm going to walk up right next to him and say, "Where is the library in Elvish?"
Can both of you give me performance checks?
You got it.
Oh goodness. Where is the library? What are you all doing?
7.
9.
You guys are like trying to strut in like this is like just normal, and it's super awkward.
Yep.
None of them understand you, but they're like
Are these the guys
looking
that,
back and forth at each other.
Are these the guys that are, you know, do they look like the people that ran away? Or do they look like the description?
They
Well,
seem to be cloaked, skinny people.
I'll take it. By the way, my joke was based on Dodgeball. You know, Donde está la biblioteca? That one scene where he's just learning. This. Okay, just
Yes.
checking. All right.
You
But-
can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Who's the biggest dude in this room? There's like 5 people in this room. So can I give a description of what I'm seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you can see are 2 skeletal figures. These you recognize these skeletons. As you guys see, each one has a gem in one of their eye sockets.
Yep.
These are absolutely the figures from in front of the observatory. You remember that they were summoned by Filge, but for some reason they don't seem to have Filge around whatsoever. Standing next to them appears to be 2 town guards. And they seem to be looking at you guys quite curiously. And in front of them seems to be oh, I think I put the wrong token out. Because this person is not a human, they are a half-orc.
Are these
Yeah.
these aren't the guards that were like standing outside?
No, they are not. Hold on, so we're gonna do... Yeah, we're gonna do this guy. This is the guy who it's supposed to be.
Cool.
But you see a very intimidating half-orc standing in front of these skeletons, and he seems to be holding what looks like a coin pouch. The half-orc looks at both of you and says, "Can I help you?"
Oh, he's just coming in to see what y'all are doing.
I'm gonna ask him. You wouldn't happen to know something about a innocent woman, and I forgot what race she was, but you know, whatever she was, that was attacked and mugged recently. Would you?
It says, "Well, I wouldn't know the slightest thing about that."
Okay. Well, case closed. I guess we're done here. That's how I'm gonna.
That's right. Well, I am wondering, what are you town guards doing with these skeletons? Last time I checked, these skeletons belong to Filge.
Yeah.
They begin to look at each other. You see their hands slowly beginning to go towards their sword. The half-orc speaks up and says, "Well, you see, Filge has actually lent these skeletons to us as we're trying to go through this abandoned mine a bit more to see if it would be up to par to be able to reintegrate into the job force."
So you're friends with Filge now, are you?
Says, "Never said I wasn't."
But he's the bad guy.
What?
I'm just gonna smirk and laugh. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, he can't be that bad of a guy if he's let me borrow his minions.
I fail to
You'll
see
have
the
to
logic in that. Go ahead, Donald, please.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about a cult, would you? Black robes, insignias, and I described the insignia.
Much like those black robes you're wearing.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, that the skeletons are wearing. Whatever.
So the skeletons, they do have like darker cloaks on, but they don't have the insignias on them.
Okay.
He says, "I'm not much of a religious type myself, so I don't really dabble in those things."
So,
I'm
so
more of
you
a
wouldn't-
punch things and take things kind of guy.
Oh, like loot from carriages.
Says, yeah, no, I would never do that.
Insight check and advantage because I have the stone rune.
Awesome.
Sure.
What gave you advantage?
The stone rune that I have.
Yeah,
18.
it's one of his fighter runes. Gives him
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
So with an 18, you can tell he's absolutely up to something.
So he's
Because
lying through his teeth.
when you arrived and started talking to him, he put that coin pouch away pretty quick.
Okay.
One of the guards do step forward though, and they say, "Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Unfortunately, this is a private area, and well, only authorized personnel are allowed here."
I cast shield. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
I mean, this
Okay.
is a mine. It's abandoned, so last time I checked, this is a public area. It might be dangerous, but it's public.
They say, "Well, that's true. We do fear for your safety."
Yeah.
You cast Shield of Faith, and the other guard says, "Hey, what is he doing?" He pulls his sword out and says, "Are you casting a spell on us?"
Did it look like he cast a spell on you?
I was
I don't
merely
know.
I was merely saying a prayer to my God.
So the
He said,
description
"Call
of
an
Shield of Faith
ambulance,
does
but
say
not
a
for me."
shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range.
You said
So
what?
like you said for the spell of Shield of Faith, it says a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range. Granting
Alright.
it a +2 bonus to AC. So I pray to my God.
Whatever.
Shield.
Yep. Just for fun, you know. And now there's just
Yeah.
a big sphere around me.
So you're good. And
So-
the guy's like, so praying to your God grants you that? And he like pokes it with his sword
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like kind of bounce off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does that. A DM note. This did not give me an extra 2 to my armor class, so can that be edited or?
Yeah, it's a 2 bonus AC for the duration. If you do it through, I think if we do end up rolling initiative,
Mm-hmm.
if you just cast it once we're in initiative, it'll automatically add that +2 to your AC, I believe.
Then let me
Through-
let me take the slot off then. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know how to cast Giant's Might. Wait. I'm gonna check and see if I can actually do that.
Are you talking about through Discord?
Yeah. I don't know if I can actually cast it, so I might have to do the math in my head.
No, you can
And
cast
for-
it. For Giants, are you doing like just Giant's Might or Giant's Rune, like one of the runes?
I'm not doing it at all right now.
I'll say because
I was
when
talking
you
about
cast
Giant's
it,
Might.
yeah, you just do exclamation point Giant space Might, and it'll actually do it for you, and it'll give you the effect of Giant's Might. That'll add to
And-
your thing on Discord.
I don't know how to do the runes.
The runes, it's whatever rune you have, you do exclamation point Giant space, then the name of the rune. So like you have the stone rune, so you do. I don't believe you have to do anything for that because that doesn't add anything into combat.
It's a
But
reaction.
like the fire,
charm.
yeah, but the fire one would be exclamation point Giant space fire, and that's going to add the fire rune to your like to your character.
Also, it works based off of when I hit a character. So I hit the character and then they attack it, and it is used on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the things still
Anyways.
require like a bit of a workaround, even through D&D Beyond, but we'll work it. We'll get it to work. As you guys are like talking, and these guards seem like confused, they keep looking back to the half orc, trying to like figure out what they need to do.
So, I guess you wouldn't mind if we followed you around now, would you? Just to
Says-
make sure you're up to no good, right?
Says, you could follow me around all you want, but what's gonna stop me from reporting you for stalking?
I was not aware stalking was a crime.
I didn't know you were such a sissy.
He walks up to you and says, "Do you want to say that to my face, short stuff?"
Oh, you think I'm short now? I said. What did I say again? I forgot. I said.
You
I
you
didn't
called him a
say it.
sissy.
I said I didn't think you were a sissy for people following you around. That makes you a little uncomfortable. Ooh.
Can you? I don't know what role this would be because you're not really intimidating.
It is I would say intimidation roll.
I guess you could do an intimidation. It's not gonna scare him if you succeed, but you could do it.
No, you totally failed that roll though.
That's a 1 on die, 5 total.
Good for you. You know,
He-
just I'm gonna take a. Oh gosh, please continue. Then I want to say something, but
You're good. He gets down on one knee, Jonald. Just grabs onto your shoulder. Just takes a breath in, and then he headbutts you.
great.
He goes, "How's that for a sissy?" As he's got like blood dripping down from his forehead now.
I'm gonna step up to him, to his right in front of him, and I cast command.
Oh, okay. So he's got to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
What are you commanding him to do?
He's going to grovel.
He's not gonna like that.
What's your save?
Oh, well, what is my save? How do I tell you that?
Should be your spell save modifier.
Yeah, is that on D&D Beyond?
Yeah, it should be on D&D Beyond.
That's a good question.
It is more than likely going to be on one of the like properties pages because they adjusted and shifted everything around. So it's maybe like either with spells or with features.
Well,
I'll be
I'm
honest,
looking.
I don't know where that is.
Oh, hold on a second. Features and traits. Okay. I mean, you could see my character sheet as well. Maybe you can help me find it. But
Yeah.
oh, look.
Yeah,
I think okay. You can cast spells using charisma.
There it is. Your spell save DC is on the spells page. It's right at the top. It says your spell save is 13.
Yeah, 13. I see it.
Okay, so he's got to get a 13 or better.
Yeah.
Let's see. Question is, will he? Oh, did it not take? Question, did I put his name in wrong? Let me look. Let me see. I think I put his name in wrong. Wisdom. Why is it not coming up? All right, hold on a second. Let's see if I switch over. If I have the bestiary up. Bestiary. There we go. There we go. Age of Worms. All right, let me try that one more time. Monster save. Wisdom. Really not coming up. That's all right. I got a stats here. I'm gonna look up my critter DB. Maybe I don't have him on here. But his wisdom is a 0 anyway, so it's just gonna be a straight roll.
Is a concentration check ruled by your constitution?
Yes.
So is it 10 plus con?
It would be, I believe it's 10 plus con, yes. I would have to double check that actually, but I'm almost certain that's how it is. Age of Worms. I'm pretty sure Cullen's on here. E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Wow, Cullen is not on here. Kellic is, but not Cullen. Oh, that's totally fine. Cool, so let me give him his wisdom. So it's just roll 1d20. I apologize for the wait. He failed. That's a 9.
All right.
And you said you wanted him to grovel?
Grovel.
Okay, so then he drops prone to the ground and then immediately begins to grovel. He goes, "Ugh. What in the 9 hells are you doing to me?
I looked down and said, last time I checked, sissies like to grovel.
He shakes his head as about 6 seconds have passed and it wears off. He stands up immediately and he grabs onto the front of your armor, Irenaeus, as he looks at you very angrily. And then just a smile kind of like cracks onto his face as he begins to laugh. Just he kind of like smacks you on the shoulder and he says, I like this one. He's fun. He looks over to Jonald and goes, and you're short. But I could work with
Change that if you like.
Says, and how are you going to do that, Munchkin?
Well, it depends on your next actions.
He just shakes his head. He says, so, what's the real reason you're down here?
Well, we're here to stop the people that robbed that lady in the town.
You know, she wasn't actually robbed, was she?
No, they, she was just, from what she said, she was just assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
Can I retcon that and say assaulted?
I mean, you could still say robbed, and he'd be like, I don't know what
Robbed
you're
or
talking about.
assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I didn't assault or rob anyone in town. I've been here the whole time.
What
The
about
gods
these
here
two?
can attest for me.
So what about the skeletons wearing the black hoods?
Says, like I told you, I'm just borrowing them.
You know something? Let me tell you something. I'm glad that we had a little bonding moment there a moment ago, but I'm getting a little bored. Now, 2 individuals matching the description of these 2 cloaked skeletons here caused some trouble outside this cave. Was it these 2?
He says, might have been.
Why are you doing that to helpless old ladies?
He says, hey, I didn't tell them who to go after. I just said, bring me back something worthwhile.
Really? What did?
Unfortunately-
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, this time they just didn't seem to bring anything back.
What was with the gold pouch you put behind your back then?
He says, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, these eyes don't lie.
He says, oh, what, this thing? As he pulls out a pouch. He's like tossing it, in the air and catching it. He goes,
Yeah,
this is my
that one.
this is my personal
Oh,
pouch.
that one.
You said it's your what?
This is my personal pouch. This is where I keep all of my gold. He puts it back onto his hip.
Hmm.
Now, it seems like you 2 are coming in here to potentially accuse me of some kind of crime. That's at least the feeling I'm getting.
We're just investigating the lead, sir.
Oh, so you're investigators.
I didn't say that. We just like to investigate for fun. It's kind of our thing.
Yep.
Well, then, maybe you could investigate something for me.
Oh yeah, what's that?
He says, you see, the pub in town? They kinda ripped me off a little bit. I was drinking the other night, and I paid for all of my drinks, but they didn't give me 2 of them. And when I brought it up to the management, well, they decided to kick me out. If you can investigate their safe for me and bring me back enough money for 2 drinks, perhaps I can help you out in some other way.
You know something?
Mm,
That sounds like a you problem.
yeah, I'm with him on that one. That sounds like a you problem.
Well, I guess it was worth a try then. I
Yep.
guess neither one of you are really up to the challenge anyway then. You can move along now. We're going to continue our excavations.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to Jonald and I'm just gonna say, do you want to attack first or me?
Hold on now. We happen to be recently acquired investigation. No, sorry. Let me retcon that. We happen to be-
Donald try to act smart.
We happen to be excavation enthusiasts. We've just acquired the interest quite recently, actually. So we're trying to shadow some people, and you seem like the perfect candidates.
Yes. Well, isn't that interesting? First you're investigation enthusiasts, and now you're excavation enthusiasts, huh? Seem
can
to
I
be a
say?
jack of all trades kind of guy.
I ain't no bard, but what can I say?
Tell you what. You see where all those skeletons are laying on the ground over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Since you're an excavation enthusiast, why don't you go over there and see how they died?
Very nice. You watch my back, please.
Yep. No problem.
I walk around this way. and go look at the skeletons. What do I see? Do they look recent?
They don't seem recent, but you can go ahead and roll an investigation on them if you want.
16.
Okay. Irenaeus, you watch as as one of the guards pulls out a crossbow. The half orc looks back at you and says, "Hey, shiny fella, how badly do you need what is it, a dwarf?"
Who pulled out the crossbow? One of the guards, right?
Yeah,
So-
one of the guards, the guard closest to you.
We got 2 guards, 2 skeletons, and a half orc. Upon hearing that, and the one closest to me is SK1, looks like, right?
The skeleton, but the guard is the one that pulled out the crossbow.
Oh, I see. I'm looking at the wrong ones. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to. Okay, it might not matter, but just tell me the right or the left one is the one that did
Oh, you're
that.
good. There you go. It's gonna be the right one, GU1.
Okay, I see now. Okay, upon hearing that question, I simply walk over to him and swing.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
All right.
And then after that, we will roll initiative.
I'm going to. Can I make a quick.
13.
Can I do something before we roll?
What do you want to do?
Can I, like, react to his walking over to attack?
No, you are too far away for that.
Okay. Can I at least get a view on what these bones look like since I rolled well?
Sure. You can see that these bones, they appear to be people who have starved to death.
Okay.
These people starved to death. That's what happened.
You look back and you watch as Irenaeus attacks one of the guards when you turn
What
back to
in
say
the-
that. Your hit lands.
Okay. So we roll for damage before we do initiative. Is that
Oh.
right?
That's a surprise,
Yes.
isn't it?
Not technically.
Yeah, probably not. Besides, I don't know how that
What?
would help.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You said you rolled a 13 to hit.
Yeah.
13 is not going to hit.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay.
But I would say you are able to basically like knock the crossbow downward, and the bolt, when it fires, just hits into the ground.
Okay.
Well,
But work.
I would say,
So then-
can we like have a little dialogue before we start the fight initially? Like, I kind of want to see everybody's reaction to that.
Sure, if you want. Hold on a second. We're gonna go ahead and do epic fight.
I hope you understand. I'm not going to negotiate with someone who's pointing a weapon at my at a friend.
At your
so
comrade.
Yeah. it's-
No, that's totally understandable. But you swipe it away as the orc. Hold on. Then goes, "Well, boys, I guess we have something else to be able to loot now." They say,
I do like something really epic, like just this like, it involves using an action and a bonus action, but it would so fit the story so hard.
Hmm.
Like this
Um,
interaction with this orc.
"You're not able to attack or anything because initiative
not
has already
attack.
been started."
Can I do something from where
what
I
is it
stand,
you're
though?
wanting to?
I wanna
What
get
is it?
Real big, Darian. I want to get real big.
You're wanting to activate your rune,
And
your
then
giant might.
Use my action to cast it large on myself and make myself 20 feet tall.
Can't let you do that. I can let you go ahead and giant's might yourself.
so giant
If-
smite's a bonus action and large is an action.
Yes, but because all of this is happening so quickly, I can let you
Okay.
do one or the other.
I'll do giant smite. So I'll change to 10 feet tall.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get into the initiative here on Discord, and then you can use your rune there.
Just we type in it on Discord. How do we do it?
Yeah, it's ! init space join, and then it'll roll initiative for you.
15.
Donald got 15. Oh, make sure the init is next to the ! It should say there right at the top for you to show you
Oh,
what it
right.
should
Okay.
look like. Yeah, you're good.
I don't see an option to cast. I just see a check mark.
What do you mean?
Oh, do I type
Like-
in giant smite?
Yeah, so you would type in ! giant space might. Or giant space might.
I can't use it without having Rune Knight on my D&D.
Have you done the thing on the on that page yet first? At the
What do you
very
mean?
top, if you copy and paste where that CVAR subclass thing,
Where?
! So on the Rune Knight Avery command page that I sent, if you copy and paste that CVAR subclass thing, that'll add your class as Rune Knight, so that that command should work. Guard. There you go, and now you can try the Giant's Might again, and it should work for you unless D&D Beyond decided to lock it behind a paywall again.
Yeah, it said locked.
Dang it. All right, so you'll just have to do it through your sheet, and then
Okay.
we'll just add the bonuses. All right, so guard or 2. All right, so there's 2 guards. Of course, it didn't roll for both of them.
I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Nice.
So does that mean? So that means I have advantage on grapples. Because it's athletics, it's strength based.
I believe you are correct. Let me see. Okay, so that's gonna be 3.
How tall is this orc?
He is about 6'6". He's a medium-sized creature.
So now that I'm 10 feet tall, I look at him and I go,
Wow, you're pretty short.
That's right. He called you short earlier. That's pretty good.
So rude.
Yeah.
Well, you're pretty short. All right, let me go ahead and increase your size for you too. Boom. You're now a large-sized creature.
that's large? Okay, cool.
hmm
Did you not know that was large?
I'm about to get way bigger.
Hold on, where is the how to play? There it is. I need my cheat sheet. Let's see. Because I was supposed to have this guy here, but apparently I don't. Yeah, we'll use him. I don't know if any of those will work. There we go. Yeah, we'll add it in as an orc. There we go. All right, everyone is added in now. So that is next. Who goes first? Looks like skeleton number 1 is gonna go first.
Can I just remind you that I cast Shield of Faith on myself, giving me
Right.
a
If you want to go ahead and you can add that on here then.
Okay.
I believe it should be the exclamation point cast space, and then if you put if you type faith, it should automatically choose Shield of Faith. There you go.
Okay.
Yep. So it's adding your 2 to your AC for the next 10 minutes under concentration.
Okay.
So the skeleton is going to just move up 5 feet. He's going to try to take a swing at you, Irenaeus.
Nice.
Let's see if he can even do it, though. The real question.
21 AC. Just saying.
That's a high AC.
Yep.
You are. Yes. Gonna see what the. There we go. Skeletons. See what their attacks are if it's different than the monster manual. Okay, cool. He only gets 1 attack. Sword. Target. Here we go. 23, it hits.
You gotta be kidding me. All right.
It only does 3 damage to you, though. And your concentration looks like it was a 10 that it rolled for you.
Oh, you rolled my concentration?
So
Okay.
it looks like it rolls automatically when it hits to see if you keep your concentration.
Okay.
I believe you passed it.
Who hit who?
The skeleton hit him with a 23.
Wow.
But your shield is still up because it passed it for you.
Okay.
That's the end of the skeleton's turn. It is now Cullen's turn. He looks back at Jonold, seems to get very excited. He says, "Oh, I'm gonna look forward to this." As he, hold on. Let's see, 5'10". He runs up to you. And he seems to begin to scream as he is going to rage as he's running to you.
Okay.
go. So he rages. He also has frenzy, but he's probably So it says go into a frenzy when he rages, gaining advantage on strength checks and saving throws, making a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of his turns. So he gets to make 2 attacks with his great axe as he's running up to you, and he's going to swing his great axe at you 2 times, and then he's going to get a 3rd one as a bonus action. That's going to be on his next turn, though, because he just raged. Okay. You ready for this?
Guess so, Darian.
All right,
Guess so.
let's see if these hit. Let me see.
He's level 5?
Who is?
This dude's level 5. He gets an extra attack?
He's not level 5.
Then he shouldn't have an extra attack.
Or, let's see. Oh, actually, he might be the equivalent. Potentially. Yeah, because he's got good few hit points. All right, here we go. This great axe attack. Yeah, +5. Sure the same. Cool. Okay. So, I attack. Great axe. Target. Jonold. R2. Both are gonna hit. It's a 23 and a 24. Holy crap. First one dealing 17 hit points of damage. Jonold, you're at 0.
That can't be right. I'm at 28 hit points.
Yeah.
17.
He did 17 on his first hit and 7 on the second.
Mhm.
Wait, but I had 20. I was full up.
Oh, no. Yeah, they didn't. Your hit points didn't add back. You didn't update your sheet, did you?
No.
HP. So hold on. You said you have 28, so 17.
So minus 20, so I have 8.
So so he did 24 hit points of damage to you out of your
So
28.
4.
Plus. So. +4. There you go. You got 4 hit points back. That's the end of his turn.
Reaction charm.
You said reaction charm?
Yes. Stone room. Make 8. Hold on. Let me check. He has to make a wisdom saving throw and beat a. Looks like a 12.
Or he's charmed against you.
Mm-hmm. And he's incapacitated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me look at your rune real quick. I'll double check it. Features. Where is it? Rune Carver. And you're using the stone rune, you said?
Mm-hmm.
In addition, when a creature you can see ends its turn within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune, forcing a creature to make a wisdom saving throw. Yep, unless the save succeeds, the creature is charmed for you by 1 minute. While charmed in this way, the creature has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated. Oh, wow. Okay. Here we go then. Let's get his wisdom. That's a 2. He fails.
So, if all fails.
So his speed is 0 and he's incapacitated, which
means he
basically
can't do anything.
he's
out of
in
the fight.
a dreamy stupor. The creature will repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Once you invoke this rune, you can't do so again until you finish a short or a long rest.
Okay.
Okay, so he is now charmed, and he is in a dreamy stupor and can't do anything.
So if he doesn't do anything on his next turn, he loses his rage.
That's correct.
Very clever.
But if you attack him, I believe he's
know.
going to have to roll for it. But Irenaeus, you're up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wait.
Donald took a pretty hard hit right there.
Well,
Everybody rolled higher than a 15 on initiation.
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Is there any way I could know which one of these two is my greater threat?
I would say with basic battle knowledge, you can see. I'm gonna look at the statistics of both. Okay, there's that. Both are pretty, pretty rough opponents. The skeletons are probably going to be a bit more fearsome. The skeletons seem like they may be easier to hit, but the skeletons look like they can pack a punch a little bit harder.
Okay. Well, I'm going to swing at the skeleton.
All right, roll to hit.
13. That's a
That
no.
is going to hit.
Oh, is it? Oh, wonderful.
Yep. Like I said, the skeletons seem like it's easier to hit.
Gotcha. Okay, and for
Go ahead and roll
damage.
some damage. There was an arm just floating.
Yes,
on
was
your
it?
screen. It was terrifying.
That's an 8 for damage.
He was going so fast that all you could see was his arm.
Yeah.
They smited them. Did you smite or no?
I did not smite, no. I swung with a longsword.
It would be the equivalent of bloodied, though it doesn't have blood.
Yeah. So you got the damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. I don't see what else I can do. I mean, that one attack is one action, so I
Let me
am.
see. I'll look at your feet for you. I'm gonna see if there's any like extra feature or something you may have that you could be looking over. And I don't know if you have any like bonus action spells. I don't believe you do.
I don't think so. Yeah, everything costs an action.
Yeah. You can
But
add your smite to it if you want, though, to add some extra damage onto that attack.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that. That is
It'll use a spell slot, but it's 1d8 for every spell slot higher than the first.
no. I only
I
have
would
one.
save it for this orc guy.
Yeah, I only have one left, and if my concentration goes, I need to be able to cast it again, or do something else to protect. So I'm done.
Okay. And that is the end of your turn. Guard number 2. Guard number 2 pulls out his bow, and he's going to try to shoot you, Irenaeus.
Okay.
He is really close, though, so he's going to be rolling at disadvantage. Attack not found. Do they not? Oh. Okay, this one doesn't have it. He has a spear, which he could still throw at you. It's going to be at disadvantage. Anyway.
You know, I got a question here on the live chat that I may have missed, and so I'm sorry about that, Jay. But he wants to know if are we in the first magazine or the second? I don't know.
This I believe is still in the first magazine. I believe this part right here is completely homebrewed, like from the people who helped make this. Also, the attack does miss you as he throws the spear at you, and you're able to pull your shield up and just deflect that spear away.
Okay. Excellent.
But yeah, this is, I believe, the part that we're in is still within the first magazine
Okay.
of when this originally came out. That is the end of the guard's turn. That's all he can do. Jonald, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk past this dude and move over here.
So you're taking attack of opportunity from
wait,
three
hold on.
creatures.
And if I
Yep, because
Never
you'd be
mind.
taking attack of opportunity from Cullen, from skeleton number 2, and guard number 1. If you move all the way
can I
over there.
go around here like this,
Isn't Colin incapacitated?
Colin's
Oh
in
yeah,
class.
so you went from Cullen, but you would from skeleton number 2 and guard number 1 from how you moved.
I could move
But if
here
you did it the other, you can move right there. Yeah,
or here because I'm still at angle.
yeah, you absolutely can.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do.
It's cry.
Is- Trying to find my sheet. Second wind.
Second wind. Okay. Is
I don't know.
that's just one of your abilities, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
How do I?
I believe you have to do a cast, exclamation point cast, space, in quotations, you'd want to put second wind.
That's not right.
Don't have enough
Um,
level 2 slots left.
I do.
How many do you have left?
I have one. That's not a
Dude, you
spell
have one.
slot. It's a feature.
Oh, okay, yeah, just yeah, I don't
Roll a
know how
D10
you
then?
do it on there. Yeah, just roll a d10 and we add it to your hit points. HP, because
So
I'll add
add-
it for you.
Add 3, so that's 10. Give me 10 hit points back.
You add 3 on top of your d10.
1d10 plus 3. It's based off my level.
Oh, okay. All right, so you get 10 hit points back.
Is that 14,
Plus
right?
10. Yep, you're now at 14.
Shoot, that's still low.
Hey Darian, would you be able to I gotta go check on something. So yeah, turn off. Can you just handle me while I'm gone or whatever? I'll be right back.
Yeah,
but-
absolutely. Yeah, you're
Okay.
good.
Thanks.
mm. I am going to. Okay, I'm gonna cast Enlarge on myself
Okay.
and make myself twice as big as I already am.
So enlarge, I believe, is an action.
Yep.
Okay.
Make me twice as big as I am.
So,
So 20 feet by 20 feet.
Yep.
That's
no,
15
you
by
would be
15.
15 feet by 15
Lo-
because you are now
So-
considered a huge sized creature. 20
No,
feet by
giant-
20 feet is a gargantuan sized creature.
That's what I'm saying.
You do not become a gargantuan sized creature
Hold on, let me just.
because your rune makes you large. Enlarge makes you 1 category size larger.
And then
So you go from
and then
large to huge.
and then enlarge. The spell doubles my size.
No, enlarge, reduce. What you did makes you huge.
No, my giant's might was what I used first, which brought me
Yes.
to huge. I'm
So
reading
then-
enlarge reduce says it doubles your dimensions and weight is multiplied
Making
by 8.
you 1 category size larger.
So
which
my
brings you
size
from-
doubles.
You go from large to huge. So you only go from 10 by 10 to 15 by 15,
But I'm still doubled, right?
technically. But you do not
Okay.
become gargantuan. That is incredibly
okay.
game breaking.
I was thinking of there's like 2 different rule sets.
No, you only go up 1 category size larger with the enlarge reduce spell.
Okay, now I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
And before I use my next action, I look at the guards and I'm like, you guys really want to be here right now? I might consider sparing your lives if you leave right now.
Roll me an intimidation.
Can I roll an advantage?
Added
since I'm, like-
advantage. Yeah, with how big you are, I would say it's definitely
17.
an advantage kind of thing. The guards definitely seem incredibly terrified as Irenaeus, you even watch this. Jonald has increased up to 15 feet tall
Wow.
and is filling up a massive amount of space. The guards are terrified. And I'm going to say they're going to have the frightened condition.
What does that do?
So the frightened condition is they need to move away from Jonald as much as they possibly can on their turn. They will not get closer to Jonald. But that doesn't mean that they can't attack him. But attacking him, they have disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm going to ignore the guards right now since they're not really a threat. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna attack this skeleton right here. Ting.
All right, so skeleton number 2. Go ahead and roll to hit.
20.
20 is absolutely going to hit. And don't forget with your damage to add that extra 2d6 onto it. Because
Correct.
as huge size, you get 1d6. Or as large size, you get 1d6. Huge size, I believe you get 2d6.
Holy crap! Really?
Yeah, because the bigger you are, the more damage you're going to do that way.
That's crazy.
Can I retcon that attack on the skeleton, or should I? Actually,
you
never
already
mind.
rolled it, so
I'm
yeah,
gonna
go
go
ahead
for
and
it.
hit.
I'm just not gonna grapple.
That's fine.
So,
Yeah,
I
but
have
go
a
ahead
bunch
and
of modifiers.
roll your
by the
normal
way.
damage, and then you can roll 2d6 separate.
Get ready to record a lot of numbers because I have a lot of rolls.
You do?
Yep. Okay, so 8 is my normal attack plus the 2d6. So 8 plus 6 is 14,
That's only 1d6 that you rolled.
15, 16, 17, right?
There you go. I was gonna say, because if you right click on that die when you rolled on D&D Beyond, you can select how many to roll.
19 for my enlarged status.
What's the D4?
My enlarged status gives me a 1d4.
Yeah, I
attack.
thought that's what the 2d6 would be for then.
Oh, no.
Let me see.
Enlarged does not give me 2d6. That's
Are you talking about for your enlarge reduce or because of
Yeah.
your rune?
I thought you just said I get one for being large.
I was saying because you get that extra die of damage for being a larger sized creature.
That's not
So-
including the enlarged bonus from the enlarged spell.
No, that is not. Hold on. Because you get an extra D4. Let me look at your feature real quick for your Giant's Might. And then you get... Okay, so I was wrong. It's not a D6. You get an extra... No, yeah, you get one D6. So you get a D6 and a D4. That's my bad. So we'll take your first D6 there, and then your D4 roll there. The second
Wait, hold
D6
on.
we'll have to ignore. Because your Giant's Might states that once on each of your turns,
So the
one
first
of your
roll was a
attacks
6,
with
right?
a weapon or an unarmed strike can deal an extra D6 of damage to a target that you hit. So, but yeah,
So
your
I'll
first
go
one
by the
was a
first
6.
roll. So
Yeah, that's what I
8
said. We're
plus
gonna do the first
6.
roll.
So that's what? It's 8, 14, 15, 16 for that. And
Yep,
then
so that'd be 16 damage.
yeah, I'm gonna do 16 damage on him. And that's it.
Okay. So 16 hit points of damage to skeleton number 2, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Explain how you kill it.
Nice.
I just take my fist and smack down on it and just shatter it. Actually, no. I want to just like put my hand over it and just push it down and just make its bones crumble.
Squish it like a bug.
But I try to like push it down and not break anything.
You're not gonna break stone floor. So you
Not
just
break the
push
bones,
down.
just like I don't know if I don't want to crush them into powder. I just want to like
No. I know what you mean.
make
you
them
just-
variable.
You crush it to the point where it no longer functions as a skeleton,
Correct.
and it dies.
Then I'm going to move around to this behind Irenaeus.
Irenaeus, he's hiding behind you because he's scared.
Nice. I'm glad I can be of some use here.
Skeleton number 2 is dead. It's guard number 1's turn. He's got to use his turn to move away from Jonald. Jonald, you get opportunity attack,
And so do
Do
I.
I get an opportunity attack or no?
and Irenaeus also has opportunity attack. Both of you do.
So we roll for damage.
Does that work with fear?
Yeah, so both of you go ahead and roll to hit.
Roll
Does
to
that work with fear?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Jonald?
I didn't know that worked with fear.
Yeah, because he's moving of his own accord currently. He's not like
Oh.
charmed, or you're not like pushing him. Because he's moving of his own accord, it's going to be an opportunity attack.
So I get to apply all those. Okay, 9 to hit.
19 to hit.
A 9's not going to hit, but the 19 will.
All right.
Just
Roll
strength.
your damage, Irenaeus.
Strength checks don't get advantage on attacks, right?
5.
Strength checks do not.
Advantage on strength checks don't?
Yeah, strength checks have nothing to do with attacks
Okay.
unless
Cool.
unless like your strength modifier can though. Let's see, HP, because a check and an attack are a little different. G9, GU1 -9. He's not looking very good.
Wait, who attacked? Oh,
30. So he moved 30 feet away as he ran. He grabs his spear and he holds it up and he aims it very shakily at Jonald because
He
he's
can't attack
very
me.
afraid of Jonald. He can, it's just at disadvantage.
oh. I thought fear. I must be thinking Baldur's Gate rules because fear is different in Baldur's Gate.
Yep. Being feared in this one, unless the status specifically states it, you can attack the target. You just have disadvantage, and you have to actively try to like avoid approaching the target. You have to move away as far as possible while feared. Target John at disadvantage. Here we go. It's gonna miss though.
So he has no weapon now.
He now does not have a weapon. Skeleton number 1. Skeleton number 1 seems fixed on you, Irenaeus. As he's going to try to swipe at you with his sword again.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna miss.
Yes.
As you're very easily able to just lean over to the side and have that sword just completely miss you.
Mm-hmm.
It is now Cullen's turn, and he's got to make a wisdom save.
He's got to beat a 12. Oh gosh, please beat a
He
12.
does.
Heck
He got a
yeah.
6, so he fails
So
again.
his rage is ended.
His rage has ended. Irenaeus, you're up.
Can you end it here so that any damage he takes will not be halved?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't want to tell you how to do your job. You're not.
You always
the
tell
DM.
me.
You're the DM. I'm
Okay. I think. Yeah. Well, I'm going to move right here.
Okay.
my opportunity attack. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm going to swing with my long sword against the skeleton.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh my gosh. That's an 8.
Yeah, that's gonna miss. You go to swing at him. When you move around, his eyes are fixated on you as he lifts his sword up and blocks your incoming attack with his sword. As your swords clash with a tang, and you see a small flicker of light as the sparks come from those swords upon impact.
All right, that'll end my turn.
Guard number 2. Guard number 2 isn't afraid of you, Jonald.
I thought he was.
Guard number 1 is. So guard number 2 runs up with his spear in hand. So he grabs it off of the ground with both hands, wants to try to thrust it into your leg. As you hear him screaming as he runs at you. Two hands.
Nope.
He misses though, as his spear fails to pierce your skin, as it almost feels as hard as stone. To you, it's just like a little. It's almost like a mosquito trying to poke into your skin.
I laugh. I'm like, no, you afraid, little man.
It's your turn, Jonald.
I just like. Has this guard been hit before?
Yeah, guard number 2's been hit.
I would like look at him and I just want to front kick him as hard as I can,
All right, roll to hit.
and then grapple him with my toes. I'm just kidding.
That's weird.
It's weird. 23.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. Oh, it looks like it's already gonna add your 1d6 to the damage.
That's
Your
not. I didn't
unarmored
even roll.
strike can deal bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus 4.
I didn't
Okay,
even
yeah.
roll my damage.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage, and then you'll add your d6 and then your d4.
Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10.
And then a d4.
13.
So 13.
And then I'm gonna.
How do you kill him?
Oh, he's dying.
Yeah, he's dead.
I just like kick him so hard you can like hear his back break and he flies against the wall.
Dear Lord.
And he flies against the wall and you can just hear a snap.
You just, Irenaeus, watch this guard fly 15 feet backwards and hit the wall with a loud thud, and you hear a snap as he falls to the ground motionless.
You can see that Donald is like a little bit disturbed because he didn't like the idea of killing a guard. But he is defending himself.
You want to do anything else on your turn, Donald? Or is that it?
Let me check and see my bonus actions real quick.
Remember, you also have a spell that's going that's concentration based.
Let me
It'll
check
reduce.
that. I know. I'm gonna move right here, and then end my turn.
Okay. Guard number 1. Guard number 1's gonna move there.
How was his reaction to watching his comrade just fly against the wall?
He's pretty horrified. Guard number 1 moves 30 feet as he runs over to perform the help action on Cullen, as he wants to try to
That
wake him out of
mother-
his stupor.
That jerk.
Let's see. Wisdom. an advantage. It's an 11.
Fails.
Yeah, he still fails, so he fails to
He
wake
goes
him up.
like, wake up! He's like, Chrissy, wake up! Chrissy, wake up!
It's skeleton number 1's turn.
Colin, wake up! Colin, wake up!
He's still fixated on you, Irenaeus. He really, really wants to see you dead.
Mm-hmm. He's welcome to
So
try.
let's see if he doesn't. Natural 20.
Okay, I guess he does.
How many hit points do you have, Irenaeus?
28.
Okay, you're good.
And you now have 8 left.
Goodness, because it was a crit.
Shoot.
Okay,
Wait,
so
you had 28 full. You hadn't been hit yet, correct? Oh no,
Yes.
you did already get hit, right?
with what?
He didn't
No,
get
you haven't
hit.
been hit yet.
No.
So no, yeah. So you should, because you only took 9 points of damage.
Nah,
So
you should have.
28. You should have 19 left.
Okay, do I adjust that on D&D Beyond?
I got it right here for you.
Okay.
If you want to on D&D Beyond, bring it down to 19.
Okay.
I'm gonna add hit points back to you because I think we forgot to update sheets at the beginning, so it didn't update like hit points and stuff. HP Irenaeus plus 11. There you go. So now you have
Does-
19 out of your 28 hit
does-
points.
Breaking out of his stupor cause an action?
No, because it says that he can do it at the beginning of his turn.
Oh.
He fails again, though. That's the end of his turn. I'll tell you what, he is struggling. He's struggling hard. Irenaeus, you're up.
All right. Yeah, let's swing it at skeleton 1. $23.
That's absolutely gonna hit, yeah.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
You said 5 points?
Yep.
HP SK1 minus 5. How'd he kill it?
Excellent. I'm going to, it's going to be a swing straight across, decapitating him, and then with that same momentum come down with the point of my, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean,
okay.
I'm coming down, and now my sword is down and sort of making a cross, and so you get the idea.
I
Right
like
where his
it.
little jewel eye is thingy.
Yeah, you watch as the head goes flying off, and as it hits the ground, the skull shatters, and you can see the gem just land onto the ground and just ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
as it just lays there. That was pretty good.
Excellent. And then with my, it's not going to take an action, but then I just turn my gaze onto Cullen.
Okay.
Well, hold up. We need to. keep
Donald,
this
you're up.
Okay. I'm going to roll to hit this guard. Actually,
Okay.
hold on. He's incapacitated, right?
Cullen is.
So, does he wake up right when I hit him, or does he have to roll for it?
If you hit him, that's gonna end the effect.
Is it an automatic crit if he does?
Because he is incapacitated.
Well, I'm wondering if he's prone.
He's
He's
not
not
considered prone.
Okay.
He's considered just incapacitated, so I don't think it's an auto crit. Taking a look real quick. Conditions. Let's see. Incapacitated. Nope. Yeah, an incapacitated creature just can't take actions or reactions. So if he hits, it's just normal damage.
Is it advantage?
It's no, just normal damage
Oh, I
if you
take
hit.
advantage on him.
No, it doesn't say that you do.
This is a tricky situation because, on the one hand, this dude And then on the other hand, this dude. I tell you what, I'm gonna go for the guard.
Okay, roll to hit.
I don't like the idea of having. I want to fight this dude 2v1, so I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna hit 24.
Yeah, 24 is absolutely gonna hit.
Does 10 damage kill this dude already, or do I need more? Because I can roll more, but you know what? I'm gonna roll more. Let's do 12 plus 6, so 15 damage.
You're about to kill this guy. This is guard number 1. Yeah, minus 15. How do you want to kill him?
I look at him and I flick him. And he goes,
You just-
and he flies against the
just
back
flick
wall.
him.
And he flies also against the back wall, and it's just like. And I'm just like,
These poor guys.
I'm like, I hate
Also,
killing
it turns
dogs.
out I have been ruling concentration wrong. Apparently, it's not rolling automatically. That's the check that you have to make for concentration, so that's my bad. But
Yeah, I have to beat a 10.
it's totally fine. Yeah, because you have to beat a 10, but it's honestly fine.
But I'm rolling a concentration save,
I'm not
which is
talking
like,
for you. I'm talking about for Irenaeus.
Oh,
oh,
Yeah, because when they hit you, apparently you're supposed to roll and then beat a 10.
okay.
But it's totally like fine because that was on me.
Okay, no problem.
But yeah, Donald, you kill that guy. I mean, you just flick him into a wall. The only combatant left is Cullen.
I'm going to
Is
take
this
a
still?
step back
Oh, dude, could you not? Oh wait, why are you doing that?
because I have 14 hit points.
Whose turn is it next?
Let's find out. Guard number 1, but he's dead.
Okay, who's next?
Skeleton number 1, but he's dead.
I'll move here.
It is now Cullen's turn.
Okay.
If he
Whatever.
wakes up, you need to flank him. If he doesn't wake up, flank him.
Yeah, I was planning on it, and I was going to compel duel to make him run away from you.
He
Yeah,
failed that.
So he failed it anyway. That was a 1.
Oh, nice.
You're up, Irenaeus.
He's asleep. He's like,
Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Is it going to be an attack of opportunity if I run past him?
no.
No, because he's incapacitated. He can't do anything.
You
Okay.
can automatically get advantage by going
5,
here.
10, 15, 20, 25. I don't know. I think that's fair.
Right
What-
here.
What? Oh.
If you go here, you can
Yeah.
write like a diagonal to me because I'm like right here. If you go on his other side diagonally, you get advantage on attacks against him. So you can
Yeah,
you
because
can smite
you'll
him
have
now.
flanking.
Okay, so we're...
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, so if you move there, you have advantage on attack against him, and you could add your smite on top of it if you wanted.
All right, let's
If
do
you
it.
hit, that is.
Yeah, so
Right.
let's... So, but it's a normal swing first, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a normal attack.
Okay, that's an 18.
That is
That
going to
should
hit.
hit.
Yeah.
All right. And then for my smite, divine smites, I got a cat.
Add your regular damage first.
Okay. I'm just looking how divine smite works, and it's a spell slot. So okay, so
Yeah.
all right,
it's a spell
so
slot.
damage first is this one. That is going to be a 6,
All right, 6 damage.
and then divine smite I'm going to cast. That's my last spell slot. 10.
So
So 16 damage.
10 radiant damage and 6 slicing damage, I think. Sweet, that's a good chunk of damage.
Let's see. Let me look at his. All right, there we go.
Dude wakes up. I want to let you describe that because that's crazy. He's injured?
But yeah, he wakes up from that now. As that ends the effect of the charm.
Is he injured? It says he's injured.
Yeah, he just got attacked.
What does that mean, injured?
Yeah, it's coming like it's a.
Yeah, it means he's taking damage.
Oh.
That's all it means. Oh, okay.
Yeah, injured means he's taking damage. Bloodied means that he's getting low. Critical means he's on death's door. And then dead means he's dead.
Okay, so
Ah,
rolling
I
an
see.
advantage.
Yep, you roll at advantage.
Cool. 24?
Yeah, 24 is absolutely gonna hit.
I'm gonna do something crazy. Okay, I'm gonna. Ooh, heck yeah. Okay, so 12 plus 1d6. So 13. 14. So I'm gonna do the 14 physical damage to him. I'm going to. As I hit him, I'm going to use my fire rune. So he takes 2d6 fire damage now.
Oh my goodness.
14. I have so many tabs open, bro. I'm trying to. 14 plus. So 9. That's 23 damage. He has to roll a.
So 23 damage total.
Correct.
My goodness.
He takes that. Okay, he must just. He has to make a strength saving throw. He's probably gonna pass it, but I'm praying he doesn't. He has to beat a 12.
He... And you said he needs a what saving throw?
A strength saving throw. He has to beat a 12. Which he's a barbarian. He's probably gonna pass it unless he rolls terrible.
Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, he passed
17.
that. And then, with my bonus action, I'm grappling him.
Okay, so then it's a
Testing athletic-
an athletics check against his athletics.
Is it athletics against athletics? I think it is.
Uh-huh.
18. I get advantage because of my rune. So 19.
19. Let's see if he beats it.
You rolled 4.
You barely
rolled
beat
mine.
it out. How did I roll yours?
I mean, you can count it if you want.
No. Work. So that is, you said athletics. There we go. No, yeah, he failed. So then you have him grappled.
Cool. He can't move.
He can't move, but he can attack. And he's absolutely going to attack you.
Crap.
He's going to make 2 great axe attacks, and then he's going to get... Oh, he can't do it because he's not raging. So, but yeah, he's going to do 2 great axe attacks against you.
He's not.
You
gonna-
ready? You ready for this?
Sure.
I'm sorry about this, Jonald. They both missed. Oh my goodness. Never mind. I thought he was going to bring you down. I thought he was going to get you down to 0. No. He absolutely woofed it.
I look at him like, are you sure you don't want to surrender yet?
He seems a little too prideful. He's just as you're holding him in place. Irenaeus, you have advantage on the attack.
Yeah. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna swing to attack with advantage. Goodness gracious.
It's a 14. That's gonna hit.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep.
He's a barbarian. He doesn't have IAC.
Oh, okay. That's not gonna do much. 3 damage.
Oof. 3 damage. I would say, do you want to attack a smite onto that? But I don't think you have any more spell slots.
I have no more spell slots.
John, you're up. You've got him grappled.
I look at him after he like denies his chance to. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna roll first before I even do anything.
Talk a big game and then roll a crit
17
failure.
hits, right?
Oh yeah, 17 hits.
I'm gonna roll damage and I'm gonna. Okay, so 10 plus. So 14 plus 15 plus 1d4 for being grappled. 18 damage.
You said 18 damage?
Yes.
How'd he kill him?
Look at him like, you sure you don't want to surrender?
He spits at you and it just like lands on your cheek.
I put my hand over his head and then squeeze.
Oh god.
Goodness.
You just pop his head like a grape
Like,
as you kill
I
him.
look at this, I'm like, oh, I'm not a violent person.
You're not. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing with his head? Like, you non-violent
As-
person.
As you
As I
do
get
that,
through-
both your enlarge reduce and your giants might begin to end as you shrink back down to your normal size.
Yeah, I'm like very disturbed by my own actions, and I start retching and throwing up.
You guys have beaten all of your opponents.
Should I assume that these skeletons are the ones we were looking for? Like-
They were.
All right,
They were
then.
the ones you were.
I'm
You
gonna
can
walk
see
over here.
the 2 gems lying on the ground.
What did the gems represent again?
You guys don't know, but they were in their eye sockets, and they seem to be 2 different colored gems.
Okay.
Can I actually retcon that death and make it less like insane?
Oh, it's too late. You already
Okay.
did it.
I
Already said it. There it goes.
I'm going to sweep up the dust of these bones that he smashed. I
Okay.
need to carry them with me. So
You sweep them up, and you're able to put them in your bag.
okay.
Right, because these are the parents' boats.
Yeah, I know.
They are not in good condition now.
What hap-
All you gotta do is bury him.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what condition they're in. You just gotta bury them.
I'm gonna pick up those gems as well.
Sure.
I'm gonna see if this orc guy has any sweet loot.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna give you the color of those gems. I apologize. Just been carrying Diamond Lake. Let's see. The observatory. I'm trying to find those skeletons again. 2 skeletons. Okay. One is a red gem and one is an indigo gem.
All right. So I'll just manage inventory here.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
can't I find it? Oh, there it is.
And Jonald, what did you say you were doing?
Including the corpse of this orc.
Man, I was so violent. Well, time to steal his stuff.
Did you say red gem
Yes,
One
a
of them?
red gem
and an
and
indigo?
an indigo gem.
Okay.
As you begin to look through his stuff, you find his great axe, along with his hide armor that he was currently wearing. You also find his coin pouch, which has 15 gold pieces inside of it.
I pick it up. I stick it in my pocket and I look at Irenaeus and I say, we should ask that lady how much gold she's missing. Oh, wait, she didn't get robbed, did she?
She didn't report that she was robbed.
We should check and see if she's missing any gold pieces and
Yes.
confirm how many she's missing.
Yes, we should. All right.
With that, would you guys? I assume you'd probably want to head out of the abandoned mine.
Yeah, we'll head out. Housekeeping question. Can we agree on a hard stop time for tonight?
That'd be
Yeah,
a good
absolutely.
idea.
Do you want like 10 o'clock? Or do you want earlier?
Was hoping for, I don't know what time zone you're in.
Oh,
was-
for me, Eastern Standard Time, so it's 9:11 for me right now.
Okay. That's fine. I was hoping to end at what would be 9:30 for you. If not, that's okay. But
That's
That's
totally
fine.
fine. That's
Okay.
totally fine if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
That'll work with this being more of a side session anyway.
Okay.
So then we got about, like 20-ish more
20-ish
minutes,
minutes, yeah.
a little less.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and move you guys back here.
I feel like this campaign, like, and this is not a bad thing, but I feel like this campaign is like one of those campaigns where, like, you might actually have us roll new characters because I genuinely thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
It just depends on some of the combat's a little rough in it, but it just depends on what you guys are gonna
Okay,
do.
I'll re-roll as in, what's your oath again?
My oath?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna reroll as a paladin, but he's gonna be like Oath of Vengeance or something instead.
Yeah, that's funny. I am an oath of devotion.
It's like I'll just re-roll as an oath of devotion paladin. We'll just have two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We just have a party, all to the same god, all Oath of Devotion paladins.
Did I ever play a cleric? I don't think I ever played a cleric. That'd be
Everyone raises
interesting.
their swords at the same time and just smite.
Mm-hmm.
As you leave the abandoned mine, you step out. You realize you really haven't been in there that long, but you have the parents' bones with you.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to do now,
I
as your retainers begin to approach you as they see?
I very much want to get these bones buried.
Can we stop, make a pit stop where this lady is, where she's with the cleric?
Oh
I
yeah.
wanna see if she's still there.
Would that be on the way anyways? I'm just curious. Not that
Let me see, because going out to the farms, yeah, that would be on the way. It was either that or you can have your retainers do it.
Great, because I was hoping I could. Yeah, I'm going to ask the retainers to bury these bones, and then we'll move on. So.
Okay. So then the retainers will be gone for about 2 days,
All right.
as it's a day journey there, a day journey back.
That means that we can't really visit the boy until.
Until the retainers return.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
because
fair.
you won't know if the bones are like, if they succeeded until they come back. They're like, we did it.
Okay, that's fine.
What do you say to the retainers? You hand them a bag of bones.
Yeah, I look at them and say, "Are you ready for your first assignments?"
Say, sir, we were born ready. As they all draw their swords and hold them in like a ready position.
I tell them, "You'll need to have your holy symbols ready. Bury these two corpses in the graves that we found, and give them their last rites."
They look down. They go, "Sir, you mean in the farm that's a day's journey away?"
You have rations?
They just look at each other and go, "You're correct, sir. It
I
will
look
be
at him.
done."
I look at him. I'm like,
Oh, he's better than patience, right?
He says,
and then
"Yes, much better than patience. Thank you, sir.
look-
we
and then I
we will
look at
complete
myself.
this mission completely."
Then I was like,
You know what? Actually, patience is probably better, to be honest. Y'all should wait here.
No, we were just given a mission by our leader,
I'm
Irenaeus.
kidding. I'm kidding. Just go. Get out of my sight.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. As they begin to head off,
Mm-hmm.
and they book it. They're excited for this journey as they're gonna go ahead. They're gonna go ahead. And they're gonna take the journey to bury the bones for you.
Yeah.
So that means you guys are able to go into town
Okay.
and re-deliver the gold that you think may be hers. As you guys begin to approach in town, you remember that she did go into the church, so that'll probably be your first place to look.
Yes.
It's going to be at the church.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and focus ping just in case everyone didn't get to there.
Okay.
As you enter into the church, Irenaeus, this almost feels like home.
Mm-hmm.
As this church is very, very similar to the one of your god.
Okay.
As you begin to look around, you see artwork of Saint Cuthbert and different statues erected of him, as well as it seems some monks who appear to be studying some of his word. If you want to give me a religion check, you could probably see if you remember a distinction between those two gods.
Yeah, there'll be a 12.
I would say with a 12, you know a few of the differences, as you never really studied about Saint Cuthbert as much, but you know that he is a good aligned god.
Okay.
He's a god of protection as well as a god of destruction, though.
Okay. Well, sounds like my kind of guy. I mean, he's not my
As-
god, but you know.
But he's my guy.
Yeah.
As you begin to look through the church, you can see the woman who is currently lying in one of their makeshift beds with her leg wrapped. She seems to just be laying down, resting at the moment. But one of the clerics comes up to you
Mm-hmm.
both and says, "Hello, and welcome to the Church of St. Cuthbert. What can I do for you today, my children?"
Oh, we're here to visit the lady that just came for healing. We helped her out in the city when she was mugged.
Ah, so you're here for Miss Carroll. Please,
Yes, sir.
follow me. As he leads you into the room. As you enter into the room, her eyes open, and she sits up in the bed and she says, "Oh, you two have arrived.
How
Were
you
you
feeling?
I'm
Oh.
feeling much better. I assume you were able to take care of the problem?"
Yeah, they won't bother you again. Did they take anything from you, miss?
Not that I'm aware of. I still have my gold here with me, and, well, other than destroying my cart, they didn't really take much. I can always just replace the cart.
How much did your cart cost, ma'am?
She says, "Oh, there's no need for that. I can afford it."
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely. It is absolutely fine. But you've done me a great service. There must be something I can at least do for you and your friend.
I mean, there's really no need.
There's no need, and we want for nothing at the moment.
The cleric says, "Well, that's quite generous of you boys. If you won't take a reward from Miss Caroline, or Miss Carol, perhaps you take a reward from the church. As he pulls out a couple of healing potions.
Well,
He says,
when you put it that way.
he gives you these healing potions.
can't refuse.
You can choose to either use those now or you can save them for later.
Save them for later, absolutely.
Well,
Long rest can fix our wounds.
okay. All right, we'll save them for later.
This is the
So
first time
potion of-
Darian's ever given me a health potion ever in the history of D&D.
Okay.
Yeah, so a healing potion, when you do drink it, it's 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
But that's an actual item in D&D, so I don't have to do a custom.
Yeah, you do
okay.
not have to do a custom anything. That's an actual item. Potion of healing.
Okay.
How many?
You each get one.
Okay. 2d4
Which
plus
is-
2?
Which is pretty good compensation considering one healing
Oh, yeah.
potion is 50 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yeah.
The fact that I barely made it out of that last fight alive is a miracle.
You got hit
Yeah.
pretty hard.
That dude's roll saved me.
Yeah.
But with that, they both still like profusely thank you guys.
Okay.
And Miss Carol says, I promise I won't forget either one of you. If you ever need any wares, I mean, I'd be more than happy to sell to you at a discount.
That's very kind of you. What do you sell?
She says, well, I'm one of the local blacksmiths, so I make the finest armor as well as the finest weapons.
I'm a bit of a smith myself, if you can believe it.
Really?
Can I see what she has for sale before we leave?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So you ask her, and she says, I don't have anything on me at the moment. Unfortunately, most things were damaged because of the attack. But I do have a few things that are still in good condition.
Mm-hmm. Well,
As she begins to tell you the wares that she currently has, it appears she has a couple of great swords that are still in good condition, as
Oh.
well as a few daggers, a longbow, and a crossbow.
any of those swords magical?
Says, unfortunately, I don't smith in magical swords.
Okay. Well.
Do you
thank
have
for
the
your time.
materials to make... Oh, sorry.
No, I'm done.
Do you have any materials that will contribute towards making plate mail?
She says, I believe I do. I actually have some plate mail I was trying to make for sale. It should be done here in, well, I would say probably a few days, about 4 or 5 days.
How much are you charging?
Said for plate mail.
Oh, he's looking it up.
Are
I'm
you
not
wanting
gonna
plate mail
afford
or
it.
like dwarven plate?
What's the difference?
Do you wear plate mail?
Can, yes.
Yeah, because there's plate armor, there's breastplate, there's dwarven plate.
Which has higher AC?
Yeah, and
That's what I'm checking. I believe so dwarven plate and the normal plate armor are the same AC, but dwarven plate would, I think, make more sense for your character considering you're technically like a subspecies of dwarf.
Yeah. So, Dwarven
Dwarven-
plate mail.
I believe dwarven plate also weighs less. No, it weighs the same, and they cost the same. They do the same thing. It's just by a different name.
Okay.
Well,
How
wearing
much would you
armor
sell it for, miss?
plus- Ah. Hold on, I'm looking at this. Okay, so there is a difference. So plate armor is, you just get a base 18 AC, nothing added.
Mhm.
Dwarven plate gives you an armor class of 18, but apparently it also gives you a +2 to your armor class. So it makes your armor class a 20.
That's the one I want.
So
This
give me
is
1 second.
intriguing me as well. So I'd like to see what this is going to cost.
Yeah, so Dwarven plate. She looks at you and she says, "Well, that one's going to be a bit more expensive than the plate I'm currently working on, but Dwarven plate goes for around 3,000 gold."
I
The
didn't
normal plate,
think. Go ahead.
yeah, the normal plate I have is 1,500 gold, but like I said, I would be willing to give you a discount.
Well, ma'am, I would like to be honest with you. I have about.
I count my fingers. I'm like, how many gold pieces was it? 25? 15?
15 gold pieces from that pouch.
I have about 24 gold pieces on me right now, ma'am.
Goodness.
She says, "Oh, it doesn't seem you'll be able to really afford much, even with a discount."
Yeah. That's why I was asking for materials instead, so I might be able to craft my own.
Oh, well, if it's material you need, I can at least get you started. You said you have 24 gold pieces?
Correct.
Tell you what,
I'd like to save some, so I'd be willing to part with at least 20, or at most 20.
I can give you some of the metal ingots I'd be using as in the forge for 20 gold pieces. That's not going to help you craft any full plate anytime soon, as you'll need a lot more, but it'll at least help you get started. And it's more than you'd get at any other vendor.
That could work.
So then for 20 gold pieces, she will give you, we're going to say she'll give you like 3 plates. So
For
3
Dwarven
plates
plate?
of steel for normal plate.
What about for Dwarven plate?
Dwarven plate would require, it would probably be a bit more than what you've got, because it requires a different kind of forging technique.
I think right now then, I think I'll just wait until
Okay.
later.
No, that's totally fine.
Also, how do I add gold pieces to my inventory again?
It is !G space coins space plus 15 GP. There you go. I'm surprised you didn't share any of them with Irene.
Oh, that's true.
No, I saw the opportunity.
Donald.
I just was like, yeah, I'm rich. I'm trying to, you know.
I
figure
too
he's
rich
rich.
for this. He heard the 3,000 gold pieces and he went, Psh,
Yeah.
that's what I got in an allowance every week.
Right. Well, do you
But,
want to? Go ahead.
Yeah, with this, I was gonna say you guys would be able to head back to the inn, or to Alliston's residence if you wish to sleep for free.
Look
As
at
it is
Allison's. This
becoming
is more
to get-
interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say as it's becoming to get late in the world, and you'd be able to go to sleep,
Okay.
and then we'd end the session there. As the next session, we're gonna have a few of our players back.
Good.
Well, one new player too, right?
Yeah, I'm saying one new player, and then Till Raven's gonna be able to come back.
Excellent.
As you approach into the Alliston residence, you hear what sounds like very loud music playing from outside the door.
What kind
Oh,
of
boy.
music?
It seems to be like someone playing the lute very, very loudly. When you walk in, it is Alliston, who is currently playing the lute very, very badly and very loudly, as he is singing at the top of his lungs. He seems to be singing an old dwarven chant. So I believe, John, do you speak dwarf?
Yeah.
So you understand what he's saying. He's basically saying, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. He's just singing that at the top of his lungs as he
I
sees
speak
you
Dwarvish
come
back
in.
to him, and I'm like, You're a human wizard.
Says, that I am. Are you saying I can't learn another language?
No. I'm just being funny.
And that's where we'll end the session.
Okay.
Do we get a long rest with that?
Yeah, you guys absolutely get a long rest. So
Excellent.
if you want to do that on Discord and on D&D Beyond, that way everything gets restored for you guys.
Okay.
But I know this session was a little, was a tiny bit off the rails, but you gained something that will be important later.
Good.
The bones?
Yeah, you got the
Exclamation!
bones and you got those gems.
Exclamation LR. Is that how you do it?
Yep, that's all it is. Here you go. Everything is restored to you guys, and then you do the same thing on D&D Beyond.
Do update as well.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Sweet.
Good.
With this session concluded, because of what's going to happen next session, each of you are level 4.
Oh, nice. Excellent. All right.
So you can work on that, obviously when you have free time, because I know you said you need to head off, Irenaeus. So
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you guys for playing in this session today. I very much look forward to the next session, as we're going to have a lot more people. And I think with a lot more people, it's going to start driving that story a bit more forward, because we're going to have a lot of different things wanting to happen.
Yeah.
But I am very, very excited for where this campaign is going to be heading, especially once you guys start to get out of this town. It's going to be fun.
Great.
Perfect.
All right.
So, any questions or anything before we call it for the night?
No, I'm good.